Hello, everyone. This is John Mwai Consulting. My name is John Mwai. I'm the leading partner in John Mwai Consulting. John Mwai Consulting is a leadership training firm. It's a firm that helps leaders deliver on time, deliver on budget, and deliver on the promises they have made to their people. We are leadership training firm, and we coach leaders. Our great mission is to unite, to challenge, to train, to motivate, and to transform organizations and their leaders to change the way they lead. Leadership is core, and everything starts and ends with leadership. If leadership is poor, in our homes, in our places of work, in our places of worship, if leadership is poor, everything else comes crumbling down. That's why we talk to leaders and help them change the way they think, the way they read, and the way they look at things. If leadership is good, organizations grow to very greater heights. At this point, I want to take you through a topic that I have been teaching banks and insurance companies and church organizations for the past 3 months. It's a topic that we are scheduled to teach church and faith leaders at the John Mwai Hotel on 28th of this month, but we postponed the event due to the coronavirus pandemic. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me take you through communication skills for leaders, the best tools for effective leadership. Good communication skills is key to any leader. You might be a very intelligent leader with good vision, with good dreams, with good intentions for your organization. And your vision and mission for your organization is filled in your head. But then you fail to communicate your ideas, your dreams, your vision to your people. So whatever you have remains in your head, or it backfires the moment you want it communicated to your people because of doing it in the wrong way. If you don't communicate the right way, however great ideas you have, however big dreams you have for your organization, it'll go with those dreams to your grave. That's why communication is key to any leader. To any leader who is leading a group of people. I want to take you through very briefly a few notes that are worth noting when you are a leader in an organization. One, when you are communicating, it's not about yourself, it's about your audience. Sometimes we communicate to impress our own self. Sometimes we talk big words. We use jargons to communicate and fail to communicate to our audience. When you are communicating, it's about your audience. Will your audience understand what you are saying? Will you be at the same level with your audience? Or you'll be talking and your audience is floating? In communication, we say you are supposed to use simple words. Communicate like you are communicating to a 2-year-old. Use simple language that everyone will understand. But there are people who use big words. They use jargons to impress. And by the end of the day, they don't communicate what they wanted to communicate. So they don't achieve their goal of communicating to their audience, of communicating to their members of staff, or communicating to their congregation, or communicating to their partners in business. They go empty-handed. Other people use ambiguous words. Words that have so many meanings that people are left wondering, what did he mean? When he said this and they, that, what did he really mean? It's good to use unambiguous words when communicating. Other people fail to communicate because of their ego, because of their feeling of self-importance. They have bloated egos like elephants. Maybe because of their professions or where they work, or because of their social status, or because of anything else that makes them feel they are important than the people they are communicating to. Your ego can become a very big wall between you and your audience. Feeling that you are more important than the people you are communicating to is a big barrier to your communication skill. It will do you more harm than good when communicating. Another key worth noting when you are communicating is putting a very high value, a very high premium on the people you are communicating to. Value the people you are talking to. See them as important, because if they were not, you could not be coming to communicate to them. You are communicating to them because there is something you want them to do. If they don't do what you want them to do, maybe the success of your organization won't be felt. That's why you are communicating to these people. So if you don't value your audience, if you don't value your congregation, if you don't value your members of staff, you won't be able to communicate to them in the right way. If you did not need them, you would not even be communicating to them in the first place. But because there is an area that you want you to connect with them, that's why you are talking to them. Another thing that many leaders fail to observe is when their actions and their words don't go together. Your actions need to speak so loudly so that someone doesn't hear what you say, but sees your actions. But so many leaders, they are not able to set examples by whatever they are saying. They said this today, tomorrow they are doing that. They tell we move in this direction, tomorrow they are moving in the opposite direction. They say we are supposed to be doing this, then they are saying the opposite. They are doing the opposite of what they are saying. Our words, what we say, should reconcile with what we do. That way, we'll communicate and communicate the right way. I also tell leaders that when you are communicating, keep eye contact. Look at the people you are talking to directly. It creates trust and forthrightness to your audience. There are people who talk when they are looking down like this. Somebody is talking to you and looking down, or looking the other way. Somebody doesn't look directly into your eyes. It doesn't create trust. You have to look direct at your audience. Keep eye contact with your audience. It creates trust. It develops trust. And your audience is able to identify with you what you are saying. You look like somebody trustworthy, somebody worth listening, somebody worth being listened to. The audience feel you are worth their time because you are connecting with them through their eyes. It's also important for any leader, if it's possible, to remember people's names. When you remember a person's name in your audience, such a person feels recognized and appreciated. It's also very good to make people in your audience feel special. Don't point at people and tell them, you, have you listened to what I have said? You, calling people you in an audience normally puts people and it motivates them. If you can know a few names or a number of names in your audience so that you can call them by their names. Call people by their names. Call John. Call Glaze. Call Lucy. Call James. But don't call people without their names. It doesn't motivate at all. So when every leader or any leader realizes some of these very basic things in leadership, in communication for leaders, it really works wonders for their organizations. It really works great for their organizations, for their congregations, and for the people they lead. You don't have to work so hard in communication. You just need to work smarter so that you can connect with your audience, so that you can connect with your congregation, so that you can connect with the people you lead. But you find most of us leaders, we struggle so much to communicate. We want to pump information to people by force because of our methods of communication. When you train in communication skills by John Mwai Consulting, you'll learn more about communication skills for leaders. I'm inviting you in our next training, which will be announced in due course. It will be at Jumlaiza Hotel. It will be a breakfast training for 2 hours, and you won't regret why you have attended that training. Within no time, you'll see the change in the way people react to your communication. John Mwai Consulting has so many other training programs. You can call us on 0721 885 275 to get a feel of what other trainings that we have for leaders. With John Mwai Consulting, you can't go wrong in your leadership of your organization or congregation. God bless you. Looking forward to meet you in our trainings.